So I'm in the mount. If I start with the mount like this, it's going to be very hard to get out because almost always when I start with the elbow escape, I'm going to wind up here, stuck inside the crook of the knee. If you get stuck inside the crook of the knee, it's basically impossible to get out. Okay. So the second he mounts me, I want to get my foot flat on the floor and I want to get my foot facing east and west, just like this. Okay. My elbow comes inside like this, and I just kind of chill for a minute. Okay. I have to have my foot down. So that way when I start this, the best he can get is a stalemate. If his foot's stuck on my knee, again, my foot doesn't slide over like this or I'm screwed. At the very minimum, now we could kind of have a stalemate here. All right? My elbow comes inside and I chill. All right? When it's time to go, I always start the elbow escape with a bump. Okay? Because Josh right now, he's set. He can defend this. He can keep his leg heavy and keep me from getting underneath it. Right? When I start this, I hit him with my hips just a little bit. I don't go over too far. I don't bring my hips up too high. I hit him a little bit. Okay? That's going to make him instinctively reach out for base. So I'm here, I just give him a little shot with the hips, a little shot, and then it comes out. Okay? Sometimes it's 1, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4. But just short little bumps with the hips. I keep my foot facing east and west. I keep it glued to the floor so he never gets under it, because now I'm screwed. It's always here, okay? And now I just hit him with the hips a few times until my foot comes out. And then I step over. Okay? Now Josh can't step over and mount me, right? I've at least trapped him here. I don't need to be sneaky anymore. I can literally put both my hands on his knee, bring my hips back and bring my knee through. Turn, turn, back to guard, okay? Super simple move that people still mess up all the time, all right? I pick a side, I start east and west, I make sure my foot's flat on the floor, make sure my elbow's inside, okay? The more I wait for him to attack, the better. But again, when it's time to go, I hit him with the hips until my foot comes down. And again, sometimes it's 1 hit, sometimes it's 2, sometimes it's 4. But they're short little explosive bumps. This side I don't need to be pretty with. Just frame on the knee, bring my hips back and bring my knee through. Turn, turn, turn. Now I come to the guard. All right? Simple move that most people don't get right. Let's start mounted. Get your foot flat. Let's work our way out. 1, 2, 3. Again, I start with my foot flat. My shoulder blades always stay square. Okay? Just my hips flat. I need to have that east and west movement. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of trouble escaping this position. And even still, a lot of times this position is based on reaction. Right? I usually like to be reactionary as much as possible because if I start initiating, he's going to start countering, and typically I'm going to get my arm caught or I'm going to wind up in a bad position where he can take my back. Okay? But I'm here now. Elbow comes in. Right? I'm not. He's not giving me any noticeable openings. I'm going to take my top foot, the foot that I'm based on. I'm going to come over and catch his heel with my. I catch his foot with my heel. I'm going to scrape his heel up. Now I'm going to go for the elbow escape. Same thing. All right, step all the way over so Jeff can't reestablish the mount. If I just leave it here while I'm going for this one, he's going to drive his knee over and then just drive right to the mount. And boom, he's going to drive right back to the mount again. Okay? And reestablish. So, or jump off to the side now, and I'm still not in a great position. Okay? So I get my foot flat, east and west. Again, let's say I'm having trouble with the bump. All right, I'm going to take this foot. Again, you never want to do this. You never want to turn your entire body sideways because now he's going to start gift wrapping me, arm triangling me, or taking my back in some way, shape, or form. So my shoulder blades always stay square. My foot stays flat, right? I come over, I catch the heel, I bring the foot up. Now I'm in a good position to use my elbow and push my knee through and get that foot over as quick as possible so he can't remount me. The second foot is always the easy foot. I just got to frame on the knee, stop him from following me, and bring my knee through. All I need is the knee. That's it. Once my knee comes through, turn, turn, back to guard. All right, let's try that, guys. 1, 2, 3. This time, right, is bring his head down. He's staying tight. Hard to elbow escape when a guy's low like this. All right. Both my hands come in, my elbows sink inside, my palms catch on the hips, my knees come together. Okay, it's very important that my knees come together. Okay, Now I'm gonna explode my hips up in the air and I'm gonna lock my arms straight. I'm not strong enough to pick Jeff up from here, but I am strong enough to knock him in the air with my hips and then bring my knees in and come back to butterfly guard, okay? From here, you do what you want. You go back to regular guard, you can fight from butterfly, you can disengage any way you want. So I'm here again, he's doing a good job defending the mount position. My elbows come in, right? My hands cup on the hips, my knees come together. I explode my hips and I lock my arms out. Knees come to the middle, extend them out, so now I can go for sweeps, disengage back to guard, push them away, get back to my feet if it's MMA, whatever, okay? The key is to make sure your knees are coming together and you come through the middle, because if Jeff drags his legs, you're not going to be able to go outside and put him back in guard this way. You have to go into butterfly guard with this. Well, you don't have to, but he can defend it if you don't. Okay, if you try and bring your legs out the outside when you knock him in the air, if he drags his legs, you're not going to be able to do it. You have to go through the middle into butterfly guard. Want to try it or you want to see it again?
I'm good to try.
One more time, all right. So, again, I'm here. My hands come inside, frame on the hips. And again, it's my hips that are going to do all the work. I'm going to hit him with my hips, knock him in the air. My arms just lock out from the momentum. Knees come in, extend them out, and now I'm back to butterfly guard. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3.